Welcome family, let's make some brown stew chicken foot. Okay, so I have all my written ingredients right here. That is a blended green seasoning that was frozen in the, of course, the freezer, for longer shelf life. And that's my chicken foot. I start off firstly by cutting the chicken toes off, or the nails or whatever, and then I cut them in two. This is entirely a preference. If you'd like to try it whole or to cut into, that is entirely up to you, but this is the way I like it. So I cut them and then I have that cleaned up by washing it with my lime. So on to my vegetables. I have some carrots, sweet peppers and tomatoes here. Carrots for color, so it looks more appealing to the eye, and just for texture, flavor, and just another additive. Naturally, you like to add carrots and mixed vegetables to your chicken or your meats or whatever, whatever it is you cook, the same way you would to beef or to your brown stew chicken, your curry chicken. It's just it's just a thing. Cut these up and set them aside for later on in the process. So I washed my chicken foot with lime slices, and I washed it until it felt very much clean. And naturally you can feel when your meat is clean because you wash it multiple times, and you're naturally the judge of that because So after I washed that, I then begin to assemble all my ingredients into making my dish. They talk about in movies. Our love is what they talk about. What they talk about. Yeah, we were wild and free, and you know everything about me. Here we add our browning and or salt. I like to add salt to my meat before I cook it. So the salt naturally brings out whatever flavor in whatever dish. So I don't want to add the salt midway or at the end. I want to add it firstly. So I add my green seasoning. I add some browning. Browning is like for color. It actually is made from caramel, so if you have caramel, that can be used too. So I add my salt, my green seasoning, and my browning, and I marinate it for 4 hours. Well, that's the least time if you want the best flavor to come out of your meat, I would suggest you marinate for about a day, or the least 4 hours, but this was marinated for 4 hours. Rub that up, rested in the fridge, and in 4 hours we then began. These are all my seasoning that was chopped up and rested in the fridge. So I had a little bit of oil on the stove. You really do not need much. You just need the oil to help you to saute the meat. So I added my pimento, started to fry that up, put my heat on medium to high, and then I added my chicken foot so you can get a char on them, not burn, a nice char. Stir that up, then I added some water, covered, because this does take a while to cook. If you have or choose to use a pressure cooker, you can do that, but I chose the slower way to go, which is also a preference. So you just keep adding your water until it is cooked and becomes soft on the outside, which is the meat on the outside. Once it becomes soft, you can then start to add your seasonings, and then you cook it down, you simmer, you add a little bit more salt if needed, and you're good to go. substance, which naturally your chicken foot will make your gravy very gummy and thick, and that is exactly what you want. So once your chicken foot is cooked and you realize that the meat is getting softer, you then will add your softer seasonings, which is your tomato and your onions, which you know you would want to get sauteed and cooked, and incorporating it into that at an early stage. You cover your pot once more, add 3 tablespoons of ketchup for sweetness. It creates a beautiful contrast between the salt, so you know savory and sweet does go well together. So you just add your ketchup for added flavor, and at this beautiful stage, once your meat is almost done, you will give it 10 minutes after you add your carrots and your sweet peppers. And here I have a beautiful pot of brown stew chicken foot. If you know about this, you know about this. If you don't know about this, try it. If you're not willing to try it, that's okay. Boo, that is okay. You don't have to want to try it. But if you want to try it, try this recipe and let me know how you like it. So it's on its last 5 minutes of simmering. So you just want to increase your heat a bit. You don't let it dry out, but you know, just let that cook down a little bit more. The gravy should not be runny, it should be very thick. And this is our finished product. Super delicious and super worth spending time to cook. So me now, I gotta have this delicious pot of brown stew chicken foot with some leftover rice and peas. You know about Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Wednesday. Listen, no matter what, no matter which day, no matter how long, once you make the coconut milk sitting in that, you know, say, has to be fire, has to be so delicious, so good. So I had this with my delicious brown stew chicken foot and a half of a sweet corn on the cob. It was amazing. Try this wonderful recipe and let me know how you like it. And here we have our word of the day coming from 1 Corinthians 15 verse 58. Therefore, my beloved brothers, be steadfast, immovable, always abounding in the work of the Lord, knowing that in the Lord your labor is not in vain. And here we have our final plating, guys. And even when I do become a billionaire, I legit do not see myself not eating this, like, ever. I just don't trust when I tell you this is an immaculate meal. Take it from me. I will see you in the next video, guys. Remember to follow my social media platform, link is in the description down below. And as we always say, until next time, guys, bye. Subscribe to my channel, subscribe to my channel, subscribe to my channel. T's Kitchen.